Welcome all my home buyers out there. My name is Omar Pineda, your Austin realtor with eXp Realty, and today we are in the city of Georgetown, Texas, looking at a community called Patterson Ranch, and the builder we're looking at is Ashton Woods. They have plans starting from $352,000 all the way up to $456,000. Now, as you can see here, there's a lot still available. And if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to show you why this is such a great place to live in and why it's like the ideal location, especially if you plan on working for any of the big tech companies down here in Austin. Now, this is the model home for Ashton Woods, and this floor plan is called the Wyatt. It's 4 beds, 2.5 baths, 2,877 square feet. It's a 2-car garage with the home grade option of having a 3-car tandem garage, a flex space, and a home office, and it's starting from $447,000. Now, right off the bat, what I really love about this floor plan is the layout. On the first floor, you have a guest bedroom and a home office. And on the second floor, you have the primary bedroom along with the rest of the bedrooms for the kids. Now, I know from working with a lot of buyers, they want that extra spare bedroom for guests to have that privacy and for noise, and that's exactly what you get here with this floor plan, because on the first floor it's the very front of the house, so it comes with its own private bath. So that would be the most ideal location if you plan on having guests stay over, or if you have extended family that you plan on staying for like an extended amount of time. That would be ideal for that. And you have the home office. I know for my people that work from home, they kind of want that separation between where they work and where they sleep, and you definitely get that with this floor plan. Now, this floor plan, from what the model is, they've definitely did not hesitate to showcase all of their upgraded options, right? So I'll try to catch some as we walk through it because it is going kind of fast. But just one option off the top of the bat is that this is a 2-car garage, what the model is, but you do have the option for having a 3-car tandem garage if you so want one. Now, for that extra bedroom on the first floor, instead of it being a bedroom with a bath, you can just have that be a flex room and instead of a full bath, it could be a powder room. So that could save you a little bit on money, because that upgrade would cost you extra if you convert that to a full bedroom and a full bath instead of just a flex room with no closet and just a powder room. So it wouldn't be a full bathroom. Here's the home office, beautiful French doors. What do we think? Do we prefer the home office on the first floor or the second floor? Because I've seen both, depending on the builder. Very spacious mudroom. Here's the utility room with the washer and dryer. Plenty of storage. On a 2-story, they always have a lot of storage where the staircase is, and if they don't, then they did something wrong, because that's where the ideal place would be for extra storage. So as we walk upstairs, there's a few different upgrades that they did. One being like in the primary master bath, they did an extended shower. That's definitely an upgrade. So here in the room right now, we're in the game room or a loft area where you could definitely have, it's almost like a second living space that the kids can play, or just to have like a nice little theater room. And here we're going into the primary bedroom. The primary bedroom is situated towards the back end of the house, which is always my preference. I like the primaries to always be towards the back end of the house. Now here's the master bath, and you can see here that shower is definitely not standard. That's an upgraded shower. If you're looking at a spec home with the same floor plan, chances are you would have a tub instead of that extended shower. So if you're not a big fan of taking baths, then it might be worth that upgrade to have that really long extended shower. There's an additional 3 bedrooms up here. So they really were very intentional about utilizing the whole space with the square footage. Now, some community details I really want to talk about was this tax rate. I think that's a big draw to why people are moving or considering this area because the tax rates are very, very low, considering what else is out there. 1.79%. That is definitely on the lower end when it comes to tax rates. The HOA is $50. This is a gas community. This community does belong to Georgetown ISD. And right now, Ashton Woods is currently offering buyer incentives to help. It comes in the form of flexible cash that you could use to help buy down the interest rate or help pay for some of those closing costs. Now, these incentives change often, and they're very much tied in with select inventory homes that are ready to move in. But if you're a buyer looking to build your home, they do offer incentives for that as well. But for the most part, from what I've seen, they're always different. They're never the same. And I'll show you here in a little bit when I show you when I share my screen that this community has been very consistent with selling homes each month since the beginning of this year. Now that is a little bit unusual because we are in a buyer's market, so things are there's so much inventory right now, so buyers have a lot of options to choose from. I don't think we've ever had this many active listings in Austin since before the pandemic. I think we have over 12,000 listings since last month, from if I remember the market update off the top of my head. But the point I'm trying to make is that this community has been consistently selling, meaning that the price is right, the tax rate is right, and the area is superb. This is in Georgetown, Texas, so you're super close to Georgetown, the town square, where there's so many things to do. Talk about fine dining, things, entertainment, and you're just almost bordering Round Rock. And in Round Rock, there's even more stuff to do, right? And where this community is situated, it's very close to the 35 and the 130 toll. So you're going to have option when it comes to your commute if you have to go down south to work. So here's just the back patio. This extended back patio, I am willing to bet is definitely an upgraded option. It was a beautiful day when I went to come here and tour this model home. There's 3 builders in this community: Ashton Woods, Perry Homes, and I believe Pulte Homes, if I'm not mistaken. And I got a chance to visit Perry Homes as well, so I'll try to remember to link it in the description so you can see both. But here's another drawback: is that they don't have a huge amenity center. They're right now. They're not going to have a pool. They're just going to have a playground and maybe a few kind of trails, what you see here. But it's not going to be a huge amenity center, like kind of like what I'm used to seeing when it comes to these brand new communities. So that could be that's a preference. That could be a pro or con depending on what you want. But here's just a nice aerial visual of some of the homes that are currently being built. You can see there's still kind of pockets in between where there's still plots to be developed, right? So point being, there's still a lot more available lots in the future. So if you're the buyer who is really picky, who really wants either that prime lot location at the end of a cul-de-sac, or maybe you don't want any backyard neighbors, you can still find that here. As you can see here in the far back here, there's still plenty of options. Beautiful area. Okay, I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, here's my MLS. Here's what I see. And now this is just for Patterson Ranch, okay? Now, you could see here, everything that you see in the red C stands for closed. And you can see here from the close date, they have been closing very steadily every month since March. 2 in March. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in April, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 in May, and 1, 2, 3 in June. That's very steady, very steady. So the demand is here. So if you are considering this community, there's not that much, at least quick move-in homes right now. Everything you see in the green that has a green A, those are what's ready to move in now, and that's from a price point wise, $399,000 all the way up to $559,000. So if that falls within your budget, then this is a community that could definitely possibly work. And then you could see here that these P's are all pending. So they have 2, 4, 6 pending, and they've closed a bunch. Now, that's a good thing for you, because that shows like there's a reason why people are moving here. And let me show you on the map another reason why. So here's Patterson Ranch. Here, There's Ashton Woods. That's the model we just looked at. Perry Homes is right next door to Ashton Woods, and Pulte is by itself. Okay, so you can see here as I zoom out, here's Georgetown. That's downtown Georgetown. Super famous for their city square. Super beautiful. Lots of things to do. Fine dining, activities, entertainment is all there. And then you're within, you're super close with it to Round Rock. Round Rock, there's even just as much there, and it's a beautiful. Round Rock is probably, I would say, one of the most beautiful cities here in Williamson County. And the beautiful thing about this area is that you're off Westinghouse Road, right? So Westinghouse Road will take you either to I-35 or Toll 130, right? So you have options to go south. That's what I really like about this area, because you have option when it comes to your commute, or if you need to get somewhere, right? And 35 will take you all the way up to Dallas and take you all the way down to San Antonio if need be. But here you have those options, right? So a lot of people, when I ask the salespeople as far as like what's the kind of like the age demographic here, and they were saying there are a lot of young professionals moving into this particular area, including Patterson Ranch, but I would say this whole general area, because it's within a nice commute, and you're close proximity to major highways, right? So 35. So if you go down south on I-35, here is where you're kind of like off Palmer Lane. That's where like a good chunk of all these big, that's the Apple campus there. Here is the Dell Corporation and Samsung. So that's all within, and see, it's right here off 35. And if I-35 has a lot of traffic, which typically it does, then you can always take the Toll 130 and then go back north on Palmer as a workaround, right? But there's lots of workarounds when it comes to beating the traffic from this community, which I think is a huge plus. Now, let's see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? That was it. Okay, so what should you do next? Okay, if you're looking to tour this community because you're ready to go, then let's schedule a time to chat over Zoom, or if you're local, let's meet up in person. That's even better. But typically, the best way to get a hold of me and for us to have like a meaningful conversation is to do like a Zoom call. That way we get some face-to-face time, and we can go over your criteria, figure out your need, wants, and your deal breakers. And that consultation is just key for me, right? Because one thing I never lost or never forgot from my Marine Corps days were the 5 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor performance. Now, I say that because that consultation is going to help alleviate a lot of the pain points I see buyers when they're going through this journey, and they rush things, and when you rush things, you miss things, and it just makes the house hunting part of it it could be very stressful, because you can get consumed and lost with seeing all the different beautiful homes very, very quickly. And if we're not being intentional with your buyer criteria, with what the homes we're looking at, then that's how you can kind of go back and forth and be maybe a little bit indecisive. And remember, on this journey, you're going to be making a ton of decisions, and decision fatigue is real when it comes to the home buying process. And doing the consultation, and that typically lasts about an hour for me. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. We're really going to take a deep dive into like what you're really looking for in the home, what you're really looking for in the community and in the surrounding areas. That way we can find the best match for you. Because if this community isn't the best match, there's tons more new construction happening around this area that we can see if we can find something that you'll love and something you can afford. So if you're a home buyer and you're looking to buy in 2024, but just not in the next 30 to 60 days, we can still schedule a time to chat. I love having the luxury of time on our side, because then we can really figure things out, especially if you need just a little bit more time for it to process, right? I don't push away buyers who aren't ready to go right now. I really like building relationships when it comes to my clients. So the more time, the better in my eyes. So you could still schedule a time to chat, and we can really figure out where you're at in the process. And if you're not ready, let's see what's stopping you. What are the roadblocks ahead, so we can tackle them together. Remember, I don't work alone. I work with very, very smart people. And if I can't figure it out, I lean on them with their expertise, with my lenders, my credit credit repair folks to help my clients achieve home ownership, on the timeline that works for them. At the end of the day, I want you to be happy with the home. I don't want you to be house poor. I want you to be able to afford it, and I want you to get a good deal when it comes to these new construction homes, because in the Austin area, the residential new construction market is blowing up like crazy. There's so much new construction happening. And then for Patterson Ranch, what I love about this area is the low tax rate and the location of it. The location of, because it's super close to Georgetown. It's within a hop, skip, and a jump from Round Rock, where you will not run out of things to do. So I'm going to wrap things up for this video. I really appreciate you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Remember, I post videos of these tours weekly, and a lot of times, a lot of the deals that are being had are very time sensitive. So if I drop a video and there's an awesome incentive that is going to end either that weekend or that month, then you're going to miss out if you're watching this like a couple months down the line after the fact, right? So subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bells. That way, if you are trying to keep up with the new construction residential market here in the Austin area, you will not miss out. I appreciate you for watching. Please like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.